This is part 15 to my witchcraft experience. So me and my wife had this vision that this woman was pregnant. So I decided to reach out to this woman pertaining to this vision. I text her and I just ask her, hey, how are you? Keep in mind I had them cussed out and told her I was done with it after that incident. Didn't like the way it went down, didn't like how I felt, none of that. So we fell out on a rather bitter note. So she texts me back and tells me she's fine. I ask her, is there anything you want to tell me? She says no. I asked her, is there anything new that I should know? She says no. I'm trying to see if she gonna tell me the truth without me just asking for it, because I know she pregnant. So I tell her, okay, cool. I had a vision that you was pregnant. Is there anything you want to tell me pertaining to that? This woman texts me back and says, I'm 6 weeks pregnant. I say, lil' mama, you didn't think to tell me that? You didn't think that that was important information to tell me? She says, you had cussed me out and cut me off, remember? I said, yeah, I do. And I said, nonetheless, you should have let me know that you was pregnant. I don't care that we on bad terms. You have my child growing inside of your stomach, do you not? She said, yes. And I said, well, the mature thing to do, the responsible thing, the adult thing to do was to let me know that you was pregnant. She says, you don't have to worry about it. I got it. You hate me, and I didn't want to bother you because you hated me. And I said, girl, I understand I told you that, but it's bigger than me and you now. Irregardless of any of that, now I know. I told her to call me. She tells me she's busy on the way to the abortion clinic. I said, girl, how the hell you gonna get pregnant, not let me know something, then be on the way to the abortion clinic and not even consult with me before you do it? She just keeps going on and on about, you told me you hated me, you told me you didn't want me. So enjoy your life, don't worry about me, I'ma take care of it. I'll pay the money and everything. And all I really wanna do is have a conversation with the girl. I at least wanna be on the phone with her while she doing it if she don't want me to show up with her. I personally think it's selfish to get a woman pregnant and then abandon her. Even in my situation, I didn't wanna do it like that. So she don't text me back. A couple hours later, she texts me and she says, it's done. The baby's gone. Then she proceeds to tell me that she did not tell me ahead of time because she knew that if she told me, I would have convinced her to keep it. The doctors also told her that it was going to be an ectopic pregnancy and that the pregnancy would have killed her. Not gonna lie, I was pissed, but I couldn't do anything about it. She asked me not to bring it up anymore because she felt terrible about it. Truth is, I don't believe in abortion. Was I happy about the way it went down? Hell no. But in the back of my head, I knew that the way it went down was best. I hated myself for a long time after that. And she would text me and tell me that that baby was stalking her, that that child was haunting her, that she would see that child in her dreams every night, that it would come and visit her and torment her. Me on the other end, I felt absolutely horrible about what happened and the way it went down. I asked God to forgive me. I asked my wife to forgive me. I asked that child to forgive me, and then I had to have myself forgive me. After all of that, I made a promise to myself that I would never put another one of my children in a predicament like that one again. So back then I wasn't aware, but now that I'm thinking back on it and I'm looking back on it, whatever jumped in me before I went in my bedroom, I think she was aware of what was going on. I think whatever inhabited my body was intended to get her pregnant. I do believe that that child was supposed to be the new vessel for whatever thing she was doing work with. I think that whatever that thing was, it wanted a physical form. And I think that it possessed my body. It made sure she got pregnant to ensure that it would have a physical form to be born into. I think that that child that introduced itself to us all the months back was that thing masquerading as a child, and it was a sign to her that it was on the way and that it wanted to be born. So I do in fact think that this girl was pregnant with the damn demon. And I think that she knew that. And I think somewhere along the line she changed her mind and she knew exactly what this thing was, and she didn't want to give birth to it because the doctors told her that if she gave birth, it would have been an ectopic pregnancy, meaning that most likely in order for this thing to be birthed, she would have had to die. So a part of the karma for working with whatever entity this was, I do think the ultimate consequence was death. This thing wanted to be born, and in order for something to live, something must die. The universe is all about balance, and I don't think that she was willing to make that sacrifice. I don't know what the hell that woman was trying to accomplish exactly. I don't know what that thing was, and I don't know the details of the contract that she signed with this thing. But I do know something jumped in me that day, and I know she left that damn house pregnant. And I do know that that thing growing inside of her was not a regular baby. It took me a long time to forgive myself for that, to forgive myself for allowing that situation to happen. Witchcraft or no witchcraft, I felt like I should have been stronger. I felt like I shouldn't have allowed hate to have such a control over me that it led me right to the doorstep of the damn devil. Hate is so abundant in the world. So many reasons to hate people, to hate things. So many reasons to hate this life. But there's also so many reasons to love things, to love this life, and to love people. So fast forward, I asked this woman to meet up with me. I wanted to see some paperwork, something, at least meet the damn doctor that did the abortion so I know that she was actually pregnant, so I know that everything is finalized. Because what I don't want to have is I move away from North Carolina and you know, she pop up years later with a damn toddler talking about, you know, here's your son. I wanted to confirm some things. Ironically, God told me no. He gave me a vision of the baby being dead. And he gave my wife a vision of a dead baby falling from the sky and landing in front of her feet. He told me, leave it alone. Leave her alone. The situation is over. And then he told me, you are free from this woman. God told me, if you go back, I will kill you. And before I kill you, nothing that you do will prosper. You will live and nothing you do, invest in, or touch will prosper. So going back to this woman would curse me. My wife would leave me, and I would be left to be cursed. And with my death and my decision, a generational curse would be placed upon my bloodline. God told me all of this. It was that deep. So when I heard all that, I said, okay, and I ain't go back. I ain't gonna lie, I had a whole lot of questions and I was left on a cliffhanger. I wanted to know what that child was, who the entity this girl was working with was. What was it exactly that they was planning? What was gonna happen to me? Why she chose me? But God told me, it don't matter. You're free and it's over. Let it be. So I did. Fast forward, my military contract is over and I move out of North Carolina. Change my number. I block Lil Mama on all social media, and I leave North Carolina behind. Part 16 on the way. The final test.